Hey guys, today we are at the Winchester Mystery House.
We are doing a flashlight tour tonight. We're super excited. They said that they're gonna let us just roam around and do whatever we want, so we're super excited. We're gonna try and film
And also try to catch ghosts, so we'll see.
We'll let you guys know what we get, and fingers crossed, ghost.
Let's go in.
Let's go.
Wave hi.
I told you as soon as you put it, remember?
It could be. Oh.
Sarah, if you're here, can you make it turn red? Thank you. Are you happy that we're here? If yes, can you turn it to red? That's a no. If you would like us to leave this room, please turn it to red right now. Okay, let's chat.
Well, that's cool. At least it was going on.
Yeah, it went off for a second.
Yeah. So it was over there.
Yeah, and see, it's no longer doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Creepy!
They're all ghosts. You got anything to say? Take your flashlight off of it. There. Just because you can see the light better if it does happen to go off. Oh. Whoa. Maybe it's
Here, can you do that again?
Houses did not hear for their research. At around 2 a.m., one of the authors heard an organ.
Yeah.
Front door, baby. Can't go through it.
We are back in our filming studio, and we are going to tell you how we felt about the flashlight tour.
First, we figured we'd show you guys what the actual advertisement said for us because we think it was a bit misleading.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. So these self-guided tours give guests the opportunity to roam through the halls of the purportedly haunted Victorian mansion while hearing tales of its former and possibly current inhabitants. It says guests will guide themselves through the mansion, that it's famous for its dizzying floor plan and lack of formal blueprints. Tour hosts will be stationed throughout the house to ensure guests don't get lost. And you have to get the tickets in advance. So in our heads, well, in my head, I thought maybe it was gonna be, basically you get the whole mansion to yourself, or not the whole mansion, obviously, because there's certain parts you can't go through for safety reasons. But basically, most of the mansion was available to you, and that you got like a map or something, and maybe like a panic button or some kind of like, you know, in case they needed to find you or anything, but...
Yeah, like I assume that like some parts might be cut off, you know, but not like
a straight line cut
Yeah.
off, so everyone's moving in a straight line.
It was basically an unguided guided tour.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like, we thought we'd have more privacy, and we tried to have privacy.
Yeah.
Like, we were the last in our group, like, there was about 20 people in the group, and we took the 9 p.m. tour, which is pretty late.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there was like 20 people in the group, and we waited for everyone, and even then, it was just...
Because we would be in the back, we would wait. There was still, of course, there's still people trying to wait back too. But as you're waiting back, you look and you see more people coming towards you from a different tour. And you're like, oh crap, well now we need to move on. We can't really wait here. And the thing was too that got me is they said, you can bring your own ghost hunting tools, like make sure they're not noisy. No one really brought any, but we brought our EMF meter, as you'll see, and we didn't really have time to like pull it out and try to like stay in an area for a while to get something.
Yeah, we were literally, and they told us we couldn't go back either. So basically you have to keep going straight through this basically guided maze. There was ropes throughout the whole thing. That's what really got me, is that it's saying it's like that's famous for this dizzying floor plan. I've been on 2 different tours other than like the one we just went on at the Winchester house, and it is a maze, and it feels like a maze when you go on the regular tours. It did not feel like a maze because it was so like, it doesn't feel crazy when you're literally forced to go like this way.
Yeah, a certain way. And like, I don't know. The thing is too, so how they say people are stationed throughout the house, it's literally like one person stationed in one area, then you move on to the next area and there's another person there. Like, they're not as spaced out as I was hoping they would be.
Yeah, and it's good to have them in certain rooms. Like, there was a guy in the seance room that was there, and not to say, the workers were super helpful and knowledgeable. Loved all of them. They were super knowledgeable, but it's not their fault that that's how it was made.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they did the tour, but yeah, like there's certain parts where I think it's good to have a person there, but they were just in places that like they were just standing there.
And it was awkward too because you would kind of try to wait back and they would like some of them would stand there and kind of just hover over and watch you, and you're kind of like,
I'm just trying to experience a ghost here, like.
Yeah, like this is uncomfortable, you're just standing there watching me. Like, I get they want to make sure you're not doing anything bad or like going past the ropes, but still like.
That's what the point is of this tour, is that they're self-guided and that it's like giving the guests the opportunity to roam through the halls. Yeah. And it didn't feel like I was roaming through the halls at all.
Yeah.
And they, like, in the parts that they did let you go through, wasn't the whole mansion at all. One of the best parts of the mansion, and I kept telling Cece about it, like super excited, like I can't wait to go to the Witch's Cap because it's one of the coolest places to go in. We couldn't even go in there.
Yeah.
Like some of the coolest haunted places that are the most haunted, we couldn't even go into.
Yeah, they're like, oh, unfortunately it's not with this tour, but you get to go to the basement, which isn't with other tours, and it's like, can't you just make the whole house a part of the tour?
I know.
Almost, you know, basically.
Yeah, and again, I get that, like, residents will get, or not residents. I get that guests will try to roam off and stuff, but again, if the ropes, you could go under the ropes. There was literally a little girl there that, like, was going under the ropes and, like, messing around and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, you could go under the ropes and get yourself lost anyway, so you might as well just make it available to do and set different things like a panic button or a map. Like, give us the opportunity to actually explore. Like,
yeah, something. Give us a little more than like what it was. It just, I think it was still nice to go and experience it, but I would definitely suggest a day tour over the flashlight tour.
Yeah, it was so much fun to do, and it was a lot of fun and like an interesting thing, but especially if you haven't taken like a normal tour, like one of their regular spirit tours or just like the mansion tours, it's not that fun. I was the history person. I was the one telling like all the history from like the stuff that I remembered.
Yeah.
Because there was like little like voices that would talk, you know, on the speakers here and there, but like they were just trying to scare you with stupid ghost stories that weren't even like.
It wasn't like, if you're there to hear like history and like facts about the mansion and stuff, like that's not what they're telling you. They're just telling you like people's ghost experiences and stuff.
Yeah, and it was funny because when we talked to like several workers, like there was one lady that's like, yeah, I haven't experienced anything, but I've been here only a couple months. And then we talked to the guy in the basement that was like there's a guy down there that's supposed to like push a wheelbarrow that's like the ghost. And I was like, oh, have you seen him? He's like, nope. And I was like, have you tried? And he's like, yep. And I was like, now I'm not trying.
Yeah.
So he was like trying and not trying to find the ghost, and he said he worked there like 2 years.
Yeah, he hasn't experienced anything.
Yeah, and he's literally stationed in the most haunted area of one of the most haunted areas.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. Like I was telling Ash, I was like, I don't think it's as haunted as they try to say it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still a really awesome home to go see and experience, but that's the thing too, is since it's a flashlight tour, everything's very dim. Yeah, you can see some of the stuff pretty well, but like not as well as you would during the day.
And like it is honestly one of the most beautiful and unique homes like in the world, basically.
Yeah.
So like even without the ghost, it's still one of the coolest places to ever go.
Yeah, I mean, I would say definitely go check it out. Would I recommend the flashlight tour? Probably not.
If you know all of our stipulations that we told you now and you want to go, like, I just think that they were misleading about it. I think if they would have told us, like, exactly what we would have experienced, then I think I would have been a bit more like, oh, well, that's fine, like, da-da-da. But it's misleading.
It's very misleading. And just so you guys know, so you get an idea, the tickets are $50 a ticket. And my experience that I was telling Ash, I literally bought the tickets and it said, oh, you should be getting a confirmation email. And you have to print your tickets out. You can't just show this, you have to print your tickets out. Well, I never received a confirmation email. I emailed them the next day because I was waiting. And so I was like, hey, I didn't receive the confirmation email. What's going on? A lady emailed me back the same day and was like, oh, thanks for letting me know. I'll email your tickets to this email. Waited the rest of the day, still no email with my tickets. So then finally the next day I was like, hey, like I don't know what's going on, if it's my email or whatnot, but here's my fiance's email the tickets to this email. So then wait all day, hear nothing. Next morning, he still hasn't heard anything. So then finally, like literally at noon, the day before we're supposed to go on the tour, they finally emailed the tickets. And you didn't have to print them out. They're on your phone. So I was like, why would you say you have to print them out when you can literally have digital tickets?
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah, it's very silly.
But overall, we have fun everywhere we go, so we had a great time.
Yeah.
I recommend visiting the Winchester Mystery House in any form of capacity if you're in the San Jose area. So go check it out. Let us know if you've got any ghost stories from here. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah, definitely. And I would say a highlight, at least we did get a little activity in the seance.
Yes, which you guys probably saw.
So that was great.
Oh, and I saw her fiance Ethan got scared by a noise. It was great.
Oh, that's true. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Well, if you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of our videos.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Ashandcici, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye!
Unexcused. How fucking dare you? You were like going like that, like you're into me.
I know, I did that. I realized when I did that, I was like, oh wait, I started